All right, TJ.
Hey, Rich.
How do you feel about getting a thumbs down?
I have conflicting thoughts and emotions.
Well, why don't you lay a couple of them out for us before we take a couple phone calls here?
Well, first and foremost, I've always said this: fans. Well, let's start this off. Ever since fans were allowed back in the stadiums,
Yes.
you've rallied against the fact that fans are really acting like knuckleheads,
Correct.
right?
That they've forgotten how to act. Correct.
Over imbibing and they're starting fights. So we know that you get a group of people together and you're asking for trouble, especially after being cooped up in the house. So that's one thing. A lot of the noise online right now is coming from non-Mets fans, which I guess is fine because every fan base can weigh in on this particular situation. But then I look at this, guys, and I go, it's a thumbs down, man. Like, are we that, soft that a thumbs down is triggering you? Guess what? It's not a middle finger. It's not a DX crotch chop. It's not, Ross from Friends doing the double fist. It's not this or the middle. So I'm looking at it like that. It's like, okay, it's a thumbs down, whatever. Me personally, I try not to boo. And you guys, I've told you about this. I used to be a guy who, if the Cowboys lost on Sunday, I would be mad until Wednesday. Legitimately. It took a long time for me to lose
unhealthy. That sounds unhealthy.
It was very unhealthy.
Sounds
so
unhealthy.
Now I'm to the point where, as mad as I get about the Mets or the Cowboys or whatever, if they lose, I let it go. I'll go find something else to do.
I understand
because I used to be so emotionally and just tied up and invested.
What about the fact that that players are sitting down and coming up with? I guess, is it anything to get them motivated? Does that fine with you?
Maybe if it gets you motivated. But the other thing is we're not looking at is Javi Baez is Puerto Rican. He's from Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Different country, different atmosphere, different culture. He may view this differently than we do in America. I'm not sure what the atmosphere is down there in Puerto Rico, but I'm assuming that he's taking that very personally. So I'm looking at who the messenger is.
You know who's also from Puerto Rico? Carlos Beltran's from Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. Did he ever give a thumbs down when he's one of the most hated Mets booed players ever?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Look, man.
And like I said, I'm feeling a lot. I get one point and I get the other point.
I love the fact that you are putting in perspective about people's journey and upbringing and backgrounds and how mine might be different from theirs and his from mine from yours from his. It is very important. Mm-hmm. It is very important to have that. And I appreciate you doing that. It's just when millions of dollars go into your bank account, and it's not just because Stephen A. Cohen is supposedly the Bobby Axelrod of owners, but it's people putting down money to go see a game, and you're cheering them, and you never booed them, and they're going like this, and you're finding out what gives. I just think it's just what a waste of energy.
I agree with that.
I'd rather they take the 10 minutes or 5 minutes, and it could be just a couple of minutes of just coming up with that. Go watch more tape. Go watch more film.
Go hit the cage.
Go hit the cage. Go talk to your manager. Work it out. Whatever you need to do to work out your anger towards some unnamed person who doesn't have your best interest in mind because they're not your friend.
Yeah, they're fans. They're not.
Honestly, every single person that tells me I suck, I'm fat, stick to sports, all of that stuff, I know they don't have my personal interest in mind. It's just that I'm giving my opinion. I'm giving my thoughts. They're responding in kind. Does it suck to hear that? Absolutely. But I'm not going to tell every single person when I think I make a good take and you tell me you agree with it. Hey, thumbs down. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.